G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do the review, which was between Geelong and Collingwood NAB Challenge. First game for us at Simonds Stadium was the Pies by 8 points in what was an incredibly high scoring game, 131 to 123, and it was absolutely ridiculous how it all worked out. High scoring game I've been to, and you watched the half, matey. Pretty reckless contest.
Yeah, I had the 21st to get along to at half time, then I rewatched the last quarter on the replay.
Not the third quarter.
No. Highest scoring, never has a team both hit 100 in pre-season for 20 years or something. So
oh, really? Both teams?
Yeah, both teams. So
right.
Quite incredible there. But yeah, it was scrappy at times, and yeah, I'm interested to get your thoughts on what it all means, because yeah, no team really looked like they were having a high priority on defence.
No.
But at the same token, it's like, was that deliberate to just let it run forward, or was there actually some deficiency there? So, I mean, you saw all 4 quarters, and while I couldn't be bothered watching the third term because it wasn't really worth it from a Geelong point of view, but in the game, it meant a lot because that was our really poor quarter.
Yeah.
What went wrong for us there, mate?
Well, with any bad part of the game, it was certainly highlighted in the third quarter. They kicked 9 goals unanswered. That's just unacceptable from a side that's deemed to be a premiership contender even. I mean, that's what the media's pumping us up. You just can't be conceding scores like that and without a response in that time frame. Collingwood were just all over us, so they dominated through the midfield in that term in particular. So they did pretty well there. They just kept getting the ball forward and getting in behind the defence. Geelong just seemed to not know how to man up sometimes. Like, they give their opponent 10, 20 metres, and once they get on the sprint back, they're 5 metres, too far away to make a spoil. And often there was just Collingwood players loose. There was 3 or 4 times where there was two or 3 Pies to 2 or 1 Cats, and just outnumbered inside the 50, where you can't afford to have anyone loose.
Yeah.
And I found that happen a lot. And their clearances and work and movement from the back 50 or from a turnover to go inside their 50, and how easy it was with little pressure on the ball carrier for the Pies really showed, and they capitalised 11 goals in that quarter, which is just unacceptable.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, really? Like, Collingwood's ball movement was probably the main feature of the whole game, really. That was one takeaway message, I suppose. That was really impressive for them. I guess we were a bit rusty at times. What do you take away from it? How serious do you take such a result? It was nice spectacle, I suppose. It was good to get along to the ground, and nice to be back at the footy sort of thing. A few out, but not too many that was like a B grade team. So there's good enough players out there.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, it was a red hot hit out. I was listening to the broadcast and they were saying best NAB Challenge game so far, and I haven't seen them all, but it was a pretty decent game from a spectacle point of view.
Yeah, for sure.
But I wouldn't be pressing the panic button at this point, of course. I mean, it's first NAB Challenge game. Yeah, there's a few kinks to iron out there, and obviously, but I wouldn't be getting too concerned about any real aspects or anything like that from my point of view. I'll look at the NAB Challenge as a whole package, I suppose. First game off, yeah, it was not the best of all time.
No.
Some aspects were good. More individually, I think there were some good aspects from player point of view. From a team point of view, I don't know, just it didn't quite gel. I guess we had a lot of new players in there, especially in the middle of the ground. Smith working with Stanley, who's working with Dangerfield. All these different players, Blitz as well, trying a few things. So there's plenty to work with and plenty to work on. So
that's right.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I can't comment too much because I didn't see the worst term of all 3. But what I saw from the whole rest of the game that I did see, it had its good parts, had its bad parts, but I'd like to see a few more games to really see what we're bringing to the table, I suppose, with this new team and new game plan that we're bringing out, apparently. I was reading that, I think on the Geelong website, they were saying you should look to see, and fans will notice a slightly different ball movement and clearance work and things. I mean, on that, the only part I really saw was, I did feel, at least in the first half, we really looked at handball quite a lot.
We tend to do that a fair bit.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was by design or by pressure.
It's pressure, yeah.
But, small sample size.
That's all right. We won the clearances, though, by +12, so
that was good.
Positive there. Even though Collingwood won more, we talk about effective clearances. And Gramble gets us another one, mate. Collingwood always first. And, that was pretty disappointing. Obviously, if you're not getting it first, you're second to the ball tackling.
Yeah, for sure. And From the individual point of view, though, I mean, Dangerfield was great. It was exciting to see him.
That's
all the
right.
hype, and he's our best player.
Definitely.
Zach Smith was impressive. I know
Did
you
well.
liked his game as well. And a few guys like McCarthy was impressive, I felt. Menzel, great to see him back out there and playing good footy.
That's right.
So, some good players. I thought Gregson was okay. Hall and Smith, bit rusty at times, or well, probably not rusty. He can be a bit, a bit slack on the disposal at times.
Certainly.
Not the best user. But he did find plenty of the ball and didn't do his round one chances any harm.
That's right. In terms of the outs, so we had Bartel, Lonergan, the Selwoods, and Clark. I still can't think of who else was missing. The team obvious, but
no one else really came to mind.
Yeah, reasonably full strength side.
Yeah,
so there's no real excuses up from my side. Collingwood didn't have Cloak or Elliott, two high profile forwards, and Pendlebury's a huge one. So
yeah, Trelaw,
Ben Reid. So.
Yeah, that's right. But I guess NAB Challenge is what it is. I mean, it's teams trial things. It's hard to get a gauge of what team is trialing what's. They don't really. I mean, the scoreboard's there, and you want to win in the heat of the moment. But at the end of the day, there was no injuries really from the game. I guess Menegola was a slight concern.
Yeah.
He looked all right early too.
Kick a long goal.
Yeah. But there's a bit to go throughout the pre-season, and it'd be interesting to see where we go from here.
Definitely, mate. We'll get into the votes anyway. And I went Dangerfield for 3, 28 disposals, 5 marks, 3 goals. He was fantastic from the start. He got 3 touches in about 2-3 minutes. And set a light, kicked goals at pretty crucial stages. Kicked one on the 3/4 time siren to give us a bit of a sniff. He did well in the contested situation and taking on the game on. 2 votes to Menzel, 19 disposals, 4 tackles and a couple of goals, including a nice long super goal to keep us in the game. Pretty slick from Menzel, a good night for him. Used the ball well and going well through the middle also.
Yes.
Did a pretty nice job there and pretty versatile all round, so I liked his work throughout the piece. And Mitch Duncan gets the 1 vote, the 22 disposals, 2 marks, 6 tackles, and also kicked our first goal of the NAB Challenge, and he's just silk, clean, written all over him, and I love the way he goes about it, and he was a solid contributor for us. Smith was good as well. McCarthy also special mention, contested mark was very good, and the boys weren't world beaters on the votes, but Dangerfield, very nice.
Yeah, I guess you got to expect that too. First game off the rank, I mean, players are taking a bit. It takes a bit to get into it, I suppose. But I saw the votes relatively similar, despite not seeing all the game. Dangerfield was obviously the best from what I saw, which was not all of it. You saw all of it. I felt Duncan was second, and then Menzel, but we had the same 3.
Yeah.
I'm pumping up Duncan as the best kick in the game. I reckon he's that's a bit of an overstatement, but I think his class inside the ball, just the way he gets it, get out of it and deliver. Even in that last quarter when I watched on the replay, just so many times he's such a good user. So it's great to see.
We know it's generally he's in good hands once he's got it. So he does a great job.
Yeah.
We got an Essendon later in the week, mate, at Deakin Reserve, which is in Shepparton. Bombers got the Blues done pretty nicely by 10 goals, and we won't know what teams or squads will be going in. I think it'll be reasonably similar with a couple of changes, but what are you thinking here, mate?
It'll be funny if, say, Kelly and Stokes play. That'll be weird.
I reckon they might do it just to make it intriguing.
When is that? Is that Saturday? I haven't even looked, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say it's around that. I know it's Saturday or Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, look, I mean, you would think there'd be a couple of changes here and there. Bartel would probably get a run and we might rest a couple of guys, because I think you'd be looking to get 2 of the 3 games into most players.
Yeah, for sure.
And certain players might get to that 2.5 game range, but it'll all get managed around. It'd be interesting playing the Bombers. I mean, they were obviously decent today, so
we kind of need a win.
Yeah, who knows what the Blues were like, but it was a strange old setup playing a team with half man up at top ups and former Cats, Simpkins in there as well.
That's right, there's plenty of old blood.
Yeah, I'll get your thoughts on that matchup too, but also I wanted to ask you about Lockie Henderson. What did you think of him? Because we sort of touched on Smith and, of course, Dangerfield, a couple of recruits there, but Henderson didn't have his best night. How did you see it?
He played okay. That's about it. I think he got about 6 touches, so he didn't get a lot of the ball. Mason Cox took a few marks on him, and that's pretty tough. I think he's at 200.
Yeah, he's huge.
210 centimetres or something like that. So hard press there. Look, at times he found the ball, but more often than not, yeah. I don't know. It's tough to get a read on it, really. Like, I don't know if he was off for a little bit, injured or anything like that. But, yeah, like, in contest at times he did well to get a fist in there, but I think give him a couple of games and I reckon he'll be okay. I think he's got reasonable work ethic. I'm trying to get that one out. But, yeah, hopefully he picks it up. He's in a good environment, and hopefully, like Jared Rivers, a bit of a slow start, picks it up and contributes pretty nicely each week.
Yeah, I agree with you there, mate. I think he was out of his weight division as far as height there, even though he's a
bit
key
unlucky,
defender. Yeah. I must say, while we talk about all that tools that we've got on the list, there was an article about the other week and
plenty
stuff.
of them.
Once again, a guy like Fasolo tears us to shreds. So
the small forwards, mate.
Small, medium forward. So maybe that, while we talk about this guy's in the midfield, who's going to play in the ruck, who's going to play alongside Hawkins, blah, blah, blah. Maybe the, not so attractive position of back pocket or halfback flank is the most area for concern.
I think Guthrie's got to play there, mate. And I think we agree on that one.
Yeah, but he didn't play in the back line. I know we had
a little bit, but not much.
Did he? Yeah. Okay, yeah. But I think we'd like to see it, yeah.
Definitely. I think he was playing in the midfield because Selwoods were out.
Yeah, Selwoods, plural.
That's it. Any other final thoughts or questions there, mate?
No, that's pretty much my thoughts on it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, don't get too wrapped up in one game of NAB challenge, but a bit to work on.
Yeah, a few little cobwebs to sort of get rid of, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, that's the review anyway, between Geelong and Collingwood. Geelong home by 8 points. First time they've won at KP since about 27 years, I think I heard.
Yeah, they wouldn't travel there too often these days.
No, they haven't been playing there for 17, so there you go. That's a review. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it around and subscribe as well. It'd be fantastic. Darijoe's got the highlights up already, so I'll have the link in the description below. Yeah, no, he's all over it, mate. He loves it. So, yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you guys on the next review.